In this video today, I'm going to show you how to finally make January the year you didn't quit by February by following some horrendous crash diets. No starvation, no cutting out chocolate, and no skipping wine nights with your friends. I'm going to show you simple strategies that work for real life fat loss that won't see you quitting by spring this year. My name's De-Netto and I'm an online fat loss coach that has helped 200 women break free from the fad diet cycle. No binge restrict loop, no fear in wine and takeaways, just real results that last following simple, sustainable strategies. So grab a glass of wine, listen up, and let's get into the good stuff. January feels super powerful and super motivating. Fresh start, new year, new me, new goals, and new possibilities. But it's also the most dangerous time of the year. You see every single fad diet company, Slimming World, Herbalife, Weight Watchers, they all step up their marketing in the hopes that they'll catch some people who are desperate enough and want to change enough to pay whatever to achieve results that they just won't be able to keep. The problem with these companies is they all sell quick wins by following horrendous fad diet principles, and quick wins don't last. The problem is that quick wins are exactly why you end up in January back at square one, blaming yourself instead of the system. So instead, let's teach you the system that actually guarantees results and lets you keep them forever without having to skip out on takeaways ever again, because I fucking love pizza. Before we even start slashing our calories and looking at ways to cut out chocolate and crisps, let's fix our movement, because in the UK especially, 85% of the population just simply don't move enough. Look at your watch. If you're currently on 1, 2, or 3K a day, okay, we're just not moving enough. But rather than suddenly having to go to 10K and stress yourself out because you've got work and kids and the life, right? Just simply add 1,000 steps a day more to whatever your watch says now. So by this, I mean, if your watch says 3K steps a day, do 4K steps a day. Not do 4K steps tomorrow, 5K steps Tuesday, and by the end of the week you're doing 10K steps, right? That's just not realistic for now. Steps alone account for up to 30% of your NEAT, which stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. In simple terms, more movement means more calories burnt, which means faster fat loss without having to live in misery. And then let's fix your nutrition, okay? But not by following crazy fad diet principles. Instead, first of all, you need to work out what your body weight is in pounds. If you know it in kilos, or you know it in stones and pounds, just type into Google, it'll give you your weight in pounds much, much quicker than me telling you how to work it out, because it's long and it's boring. Once you've got this number, just simply times that number by 10. So for me, roughly I'm 175 pounds, times that by 10 gives me a deficit of 1,750 calories, which means I can have fun, drink beer and wine, because it's good shit wine, isn't it? I love it. Chocolate, and I don't have to live in a cycle of fear, restriction, and guilt, which means that I can be consistent. Now, once you're consistently eating this times 10 deficit, which you need for lifelong fat loss results, then we can start to fine tune it with like protein and fiber and carbs. But for the next 4 weeks, simply just stay in this calorie deficit. More food equals more consistency equals better and sustainable fat loss results. Now we've nailed those two things, the third thing we want to focus on is just eating higher protein rich meals. And no, I don't mean just eat chicken. That would suck and not actually work. But instead, can we aim for each meal, breakfast, lunch and dinner, to be between 30 to 35 grams of protein? The reason being is that protein keeps you fuller for longer, which controls food cravings because your body's having to work harder to digest the food, keeping you fuller for longer, gives you more energy and actually helps you build lean muscle, because there's no point in just dropping fat by doing cardio and then looking like a sack of shit with no tone and no muscle and no shape, right? We want to drop fat and shape our body at the same time, which we need protein to help us do. What this means is that you can be more consistent, because by 4 p.m. every day, you're not starving hungry. And because when you're starving hungry, you'll always reach for the first thing in your cupboards, which is usually chocolate or worse, Battenberg cake. And lastly, the one thing that no one ever freaking talks about in fat loss and is the most important is your sleep. If you're currently having 3, 4, or 5 hours of sleep, you're not allowing your body to reset, rest, and actually wake up feeling refreshed. Now, when this happens, cortisol levels spike and never reset to what they should be. You wake up feeling cross from day one, or from moment one even. And then when you feel cross from moment again, guess what happens? The slightest thing goes wrong in your day. Before you know it, your hand's in the biscuit tin, uncontrollably eating because you're so fucking cross. So to fix this, let's aim for between 7 and 8 hours of sleep. Now I know it's not just as easy as clicking your fingers and you're going to sleep. So what we need to be trying to do an hour before bed is resting from our screens as much as we can, reading before bed, brushing our teeth going into bed, really knowing that we're ready for bed so that when we read the book and drift asleep, which I guarantee if you're like me, you will do within 5 seconds, we don't have to suddenly wake up in the middle of the night, panic, thinking, crap, I haven't brushed my teeth and I've still got coke in my breath from whatever I had with my dinner. And it means you wake up feeling refreshed, rested, energized, and if something goes wrong in your day, you're 10 times more better prepared to be able to handle it without reaching for the biscuits. Sleep is no longer optional, it's a fat loss multiplier. So if you're sat thinking, oh, I'm just gonna beat myself with more training, I promise you, you'll get less results from doing that than you will from improving your sleep from 4 or 5 hours to 8 hours a day. Now, you're probably thinking, fucking hell, he's not even mentioned training. What the fuck? He doesn't know what he's talking about, okay? And that's because training alone, if these 4 habits aren't in place, won't save you. Training helps shape your body, but the habits that I've just mentioned, they are what actually gets you the fat loss results that you're after. So putting the training in first is pointless if your other 4 habits suck. And don't worry, I'm gonna tear training apart properly the way it deserves to be in the next video. Now, by following this approach as well, you'll notice there's no extremes, no shiny object, exciting new fat loss method that's gonna guarantee results, and no horrible juice cleanses that honestly are just laxatives that will leave you on the toilet all day, especially on a Friday night. Not very fun. But what it will do is it will actually get you results that you've been craving for years in a way that doesn't leave you broken, deflated, and swollen, and means actually by May, June, July this year, when you've got your holidays coming up, you can rock a bikini, feel fully confident, and not have to hide behind endless amounts of booze because you feel so miserable. Instead, you can do what I do and drink endless amounts of booze because it's fucking fun, not because you feel miserable. And honestly, it's as simple as that. This is how you escape the January trap every single day that you're currently going through and actually get results by summer with ease. If you found this video useful, by the way, and enjoyed it and actually think that you want to, hear more from me, then I'd love it if you would drop me a subscribe. It really helps me grow the channel and reach more women just like you who are constantly going through Weight Watchers, Slimming World, Herbalife as well. Fucking hate Herbalife the most. And actually means that they can get results as well as you. I would absolutely love it. Now, I'll go through training in the next video, okay? Have a lovely day and hopefully I'll see you very soon.